Well, actually, most of my favourite scenes are in there. I can't, off the top of my head, think of one that I really miss. I mean, again, you know, because it has to be boiled down into a movie, it has to stick very closely to the narrative. So there are perhaps a few little asides that haven't made the cut. But basically, you know, all the meat of the story is there, the intent of the story, much of the incident, and I really do think that they've done a great job.
So when you saw the rough cut way back in the summer, did that have the Tales of the Black Freighter footage inserted into it? Have you seen any of that?
No, the only Black Freighter stuff I've seen is the kind of trailer that's online at the moment. The other thing, which, and that wasn't in the rough cut that I saw, the thing that is missing actually in the movie that will be reinstated with the Black Freighter, when the Black Freighter is incorporated on the DVD releases, we didn't see very much of the Bernies. So if you're a big Bernie fan, and if you are a fan, you'll know what I mean by the Bernies. You'll have to wait, I think, for the super cut, which has got the Black Freighter material in it.
Well, I think we can hear that Zack is arriving soon, so if we just wait for Zack to turn up.
Yeah, Zack Snyder is in the room. He's in the real room, if not the virtual room yet.
Are you enjoying your experience in PlayStation Home, Dave?
It's very novel. I'm sure after doing it for half an hour, just about had the hang of it. But yeah, it's fun.
We can all wait here patiently. I'm sure Zack will be here very soon. Well, you can tell us how he's doing, Dave, because I think you can see him, can't you?
I can see it. They're just inserting the earbuds, and I think he's going to be handed the controller in a minute.
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to my friends. It can only be moments now.
Oh, I'm Dr. Steering.
He's gone all blurry.
I think we're close.
I think it's Tachyon's interference.
Can they not see me yet?
Here he is.
Zack is in the house. Welcome, Zack Snyder. Welcome, Zack, to this very special first ever filmmaker Q&A in PlayStation Home. Glad it's for this film. It's a fantastic movie. Congratulations. I'm Max. I'm the moderator of the event, and I will ask King Tom. You've been waiting very patiently to ask your first question.
Hi, my name is Nicholas. I'm writing for a French blog, and the question is, why did you decide to do Watchmen instead of Sucker Punch, for example?
Any questions, Zack?
How do I sound, guys? Can you hear me okay?
You sound perfect.
Do I sound
Yep.
good?
You sound perfect.
Great. It's, I'm just like, I'm getting, get my training wheels off. So I guess the reason why I picked Watchmen, well, really the truth is the studio came to me with the project. I mean, I was aware of Watchmen, but I just wasn't sure whether that would be the project I did. But based on where the studio was with it, I needed to, I kind of felt like if I didn't do it, they were going to make this PG-13 kind of, franchisable Watchmen movie, and that made me nervous.
So, Zack, you need to keep pressing the R2 button to carry on speaking.
Oh no, I stopped talking.
Okay. Thanks for that. Let's have Jackpot69 to ask his question, please.
Hi Zack, I'm David from screenweek.it, Italy. I want to know if it's true that Tom Cruise and Jude Law expressed interest in the role of Ozymandias, and if yes, if you can tell something about it.
Yeah, you know, we talked. I talked to Tom pretty early on, and really the idea with Tom, I just kind of was feeling him out to see whether he thought it would be cool, you know, the project was cool, and he did. But the truth is, you know, he had Valkyrie to do, and just it wasn't really going to work out. And I think it, in some ways, for the best, because I think, though I think he's amazing, I think the cast I have is pretty perfect. Oh yeah, and as far as Jude Law goes, yeah, no, I talked to Jude, but you know, in the end, he just, I think he had another movie he wanted to do instead.
Okay, the next question is from Total Film Freak.
Hello, I'm Roland from Switzerland. The principal cast of Watchmen consists of lesser-known actors. Do you see an advantage in that compared with having huge movies collaborating on such an ambitious project?
It's not like perfectly, you know, like if I have all these giant actors and everything, but I think that the truth is they were the perfect actors for the movie. You know, they're like, I kind of feel like each one of them is cast perfectly. They, you know, like, I mean, look at Jackie Earle Haley. I mean, he's awesome.
I mean, this is Max and Zack. Just wondering, was it a difficult movie to cast? I mean, you know, why Billy Crudup as Dr. Manhattan, for example?
You know, like, Billy's an amazing actor, and I knew that it would be like a very, I knew it would be a very sensitive performance, very delicate performance that he was going to have to pull off. And I was just, the amazing thing about Billy is that, you know, he's a very brave actor, and he can do things that there was going to be no ego. He was just going to go for it. So I feel like, you know, I was lucky to get Billy, to be honest. And he was one of the last guys I got.
I'm just going to ask one other question in regard to Dr. Manhattan and the effect. I mean, how much is Billy and how much is CGI? And could you just talk a little bit about how you created that character? Because it's a truly tremendous effect in the film, and character and performance in the film.
Yeah, it's Billy's face. I mean, if you look at it's Billy's performance and Billy's face and Billy's movements. But it's not, the rest of it is not Billy, you know. It's his, but it is it's his essence. You're waiting for me to say something else? It's not his.
No? Okay, the next question is from Joanne Bourne, and I think this is for Dave. Johan, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, I just, it sounded like the end of you were cut off. I couldn't hear the end. I have a question for Dave here.
Okay.
So just go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, after 9/11, there was like a lot of people who were questioning the wisdom of making a movie version of Watchmen. I was wondering, is now, 8 years later, the perfect moment to make a film about a world on the brink, like divided by huge cultural chasms and basically in need of heroes?
Well, you know, I think one of the masterstrokes of the movie is to set it back in 1985, because, you know, things were very clear